Hello everybody, this is Kingzilla50 and today is the 31st of March, and that's when Godzilla vs. Kong comes out on HBO Max and in the UK. So that means I need to talk about spoilers for this review. So, also I do have the Skullcrawler, but also, not just had the Skullcrawler, I just recently got Godzilla, the Godzilla with radio tower. And now I'm seeing these figures sold out on the shelves now, so I'm going to find another store that actually has these figures, because there used to be a Kong with a battle axe, but now it's sold out, so, and I haven't got all of them. That's unfortunate. So here's Godzilla. He comes with a battle damage. Where does it? Will it pop out? Battle damage right there. So I really love the Playmates figures because they have battle damage, just like the original Jurassic Park figures do. Like, you can take the, the piece of the skin out. So that's really cool that, Playmates is doing this for their Godzilla line. I think it's really awesome. I might actually hold this guy for the rest of the spoilers. So today we'll be talking about Godzilla vs. Kong spoilers. So, just before we go, I just want to warn people, there is going to be spoilers. Let me put the Skullcrawler, right here. So there is going to be spoilers to Godzilla vs. Kong, and a major spoiler in the movie, is being spreaded around. So everyone, just warning you, there is spoilers in this review, because it's a spoiler review. And you can watch my other review of the movie, but I didn't talk about spoilers in that video, but for now I'm going to talk about spoilers and how the movie, worked. So, anyway, so, let's begin. So if you don't want any spoilers, don't watch the video, click on another video. So the movie starts off with the scene in the trailer where the young girl approaches Kong. I think everyone's seen the scene. Kong gets pissed and grabs a tree and just throws it in the and for some reason Kong is captured. I don't really know what happened, but I think Skull Island was destroyed, I'm pretty sure. And for now, Kong needs a new home, and he's angry. So the young girl, a mother, and also that hero guy, I don't really know what his name is in the film, but that guy, are trying to find, Kong a new home. So that's what Team Kong does. They try to find a home for Kong, really. And so at the start of the movie, the young girl approaches Kong. Kong, of course, gets mad. And, so it goes to the deal where the mother and also the, other guy, want to put Kong in a new home. And also, in the film, Godzilla is a bad guy. He destroys the buildings, and also, Godzilla's a bad guy. He becomes evil in the movie. Like, he destroys buildings, and the bad guys, the two bad guys are, seeing the destruction and don't really know what to do. Well, I think that's how the movie plays out. After the Kong scene, we see Godzilla destroying, I think it was Hong Kong? I'm actually not too sure. You can correct if I'm wrong in the comments or not. You can respell it. But Godzilla's attacking a city, and the people and the villains are the main, and the villains are trying to think of a plan. Or I'm not too sure what actually happened with the villains in the film. But they're chatting to the hero person, and I'm not actually too sure what happens, but I think they just want so what they're doing is they're building a Mecha Godzilla. And there goes the spoiler, they're building a Mecha Godzilla. And, I'm not too sure, but I think, that, the villains, what they're trying to do is they're trying to plan on, the main hero of the film to, build Kong a new home. So, and I think that what the villains are trying to do is make Godzilla a bit more angrier and try to attack Kong. But I'm not too sure, but I think that's what happens in the movie. And so the guy goes to where Kong's captured and makes a deal with the mother and the young girl that they were going to get Kong to a new home. And so goes the scene where we see Kong on the ship, and they're trying to get him to a new island. But then, just like in the trailers, Godzilla comes out and he jumps. So yeah, and Godzilla comes, and Godzilla and Kong have a fight. Yeah. Oh, and I also forgot that Millie Bobby Brown and also is in the movie playing Madison, and she also, what she's trying to do is wondering why Godzilla's hurting people, and also the thing to do with the bad guys. So what she brings this other dude along with her, and they basically try to figure out why Godzilla is hurting people. So, you know, they're going and trying to figure it out. Then they meet Bernie, the guy that also is wondering about the evil bad guys and what they're doing. And so the guy that's free go on the journey to see why Godzilla is hurting people, really. And on the boat, we see Godzilla and Kong fighting for the first time. But I think we've already seen in the trailers, because Godzilla jumps out, and, you know, Kong's face is, like, right here, and Godzilla jumps out. And we also see the scene where Godzilla and Kong are underwater. And the scene where Kong punches Godzilla in the face, and Godzilla attacks Kong. So, what else? And the main spoiler, which I just talked about, that they find is Mechagodzilla. And at this, we meet Mechagodzilla, and we also see a Skullcrawler in the movie. As it turns out, there were Skullcrawler eggs, and also there was a Skullcrawler, I think it was in a containment thingy, and they released it, and the humans, powered Mechagodzilla. I think it was, some kind of test. And probably one of the coolest Skullcrawler deaths, well, that's besides with Kong, is that Mechagodzilla shoots a laser beam inside the Skullcrawler, and then just splits him in open. He just goes like this, and then goes like this, and then the Skullcrawler gets split in half. So that's a pretty cool scene, and it's pretty strange why Playmates actually really made a toy to the Skullcrawler. So, then Millie Bobby Brown finds out that the humans are building Mechagodzilla, and that's why I think Godzilla's angry, is because of the main villains. I'm actually not too sure why Godzilla's angry, but it's probably because they were, using Godzilla for mean stuff, I think, or something like that. I'm trying to remember, because I've seen the movie a few days ago, and I'm starting to forget a bit about the movie on what it's really about, because that's what I usually do, because most of the fight scenes are in my head, that's except for with the human stuff. But I think also what happens in it is that we also see Ghidorah's head, yeah. I think I have the figure here. So if I think everyone knew that Ghidorah from the last film, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and we see his heads. Yeah, we see one of his head actually. One of them, not three, just one. One of his heads that operates the Mechagodzilla. And it's a skeleton of one of Ghidorah's heads. And one of the main villains is powering it. And for some odd reason, I'm not too sure what actually happens, but with the Mechagodzilla, it was some kind of glitch or something like that. But then it turns out that Mechagodzilla is not running by any humans, and is literally has portrayed the bad guys now, and is now killing people now and being evil. And the other guy, one of the villains, gets killed. Another one gets killed by Mechagodzilla. And really, Mechagodzilla becomes evil. And then he escapes the villains area. And I forgot what his new island is. I'm actually not too sure what the island's name is, but I do know it's some kind of weird island. I'm not too sure what the island's name is, but it's it has floating rocks, and also has warbat creatures, and also just other weird stuff. And there's also at the I think it's just some kind of underground land for some odd reason, and I'm not too sure why, but it's some kind of weird land. That's pretty much it. But we do get to see some Kong battling warbat creatures, and it's pretty epic on how, he battles them. And then what happens is that Kong goes to a cave and finds Godzilla's battle axe. Yeah, the battle axe with the spines. I wish I had the Kong figure to show you the battle axe, but I think everyone knows. And really, the battle axe was mostly just a weapon that was in the cave. Really, it wasn't from Godzilla. It was just a battle axe. So he grabs that, and I think what happens is like something went wrong. And I forgot that there was also another bad guy. It was a lady, but she gets killed in the ship pretty quickly by Kong. Kong just destroys it with his hands. And then these smaller dragon bat thingies come, which I've seen them. You've seen them in the minifigure of the minifigure line for Godzilla vs Kong, but they come by, and some of the I think the humans the humans escape, and I think Kong is Kong is now in Hong Kong with Godzilla now. Well, it looks like. And Godzilla and Kong are fighting in Hong Kong, which, yeah, that makes it weird, strange. And it's that scene where Godzilla and Kong just fight in Hong Kong, and, yeah, it's pretty epic. And, Kong uses his battle axe, he charges, and Godzilla uses his atomic breath, and then just hits in Godzilla's face. And, I think this is the ending, but Kong dies, I'm pretty sure. I think he dies by Godzilla, like Godzilla just kills Kong. And then Mechagodzilla comes for the final battle. And it is amazing. Godzilla tries to fight Mechagodzilla, but however, Mechagodzilla beats Godzilla and needs help from Kong. So the young girl comes up and tells Kong that the Mechagodzilla is the new enemy and not Godzilla. And so Kong's alive and wakes up to fight Mechagodzilla. And Godzilla and Kong do team up to fight Mechagodzilla. I think everyone knew that was going to be in the film. And for 5 and 4 minutes, Mechagodzilla's defeated. Kong rips his head out. Yeah, I think he does it with his hands or battle axe. I'm not too sure. And then the final ending is where Godzilla and Kong just leave. Godzilla just leaves, he goes back into the sea. And then and then the last final thing that we see in the movie is King Kong getting his new home. And that's pretty much it. That's Godzilla vs. Kong, really, the entire film. So, anyway, there's nothing really to talk about. I do like Godzilla vs. Kong. It's a really amazing film. Probably one of my favorite films of 2021. And definitely probably the second best MonsterVerse movie from the Godzilla vs. Kong, from the Godzilla and Kong movie monster series films. But Godzilla vs. Kong, I mean, yeah, we've been waiting for it for a long time, but I think the problem with the movie was that it feels quite, how do I put this? It just feels a bit, especially with the monster fights, with Godzilla and Kong. I really want to see Godzilla and Kong fighting. And pretty much the trailers also spoiled us a lot. There was so much in the trailers onto the, there was so much stuff onto the trailers that in the film that it kind of looks like the trailers are in the film versions. And that was a bit of a problem when I first watched Godzilla vs. Kong, was that it feels like I've seen all this in the trailers, and that's what makes it a bit disappointing. So, but all in all, I really like Godzilla vs. Kong. It's a pretty neat film, and it's a good idea for Godzilla and Kong to be fighting. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time, and subscribe, and goodbye!